And then, yo, can't stop, won't stop, crew. Don't know how to sit down, y'all. Shout out to Daniel for reminding me that it's okay to sit down and be a lady. I'm a bit more of a dame, yet I'm appreciative just the same. Hey, bars. Peace of mind says yes. Miracle morning. Yeah, something that's one of those things about indoctrination. People often will say, you shouldn't use this word because it means this. You shouldn't use this word because you mean that. Shout out to Big Rig. He's like, JP though. I'm so sick of them, with the words though, JP. In the beginning, he was like, JP, y'all use such big words. I don't want to come in the space. And now he's just like, I'm so sick of them picking apart my words. They know what the hell I mean. Why don't they just listen? I'm with you, Big Rig. But yet, as I told you, coming into this space, you would do just fine. You're the kind of fella people want to talk to. So I look forward to seeing your journey too, sir. All right, so we're gonna get into the video. So peace of mind. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Chris. I appreciate you, guys. If there's anyone that I've forgotten, I do apologize. Blame it on my head and not my heart. I'm only 3.5 months old. There's still some potholes after the things that happened to me recently. Man, I can't wait until I know that story as well as I know the story of how my children got here. When I can tell my story that way, Laura Conover of Tucson, Arizona is going to have some trouble on her hands. And I can't wait. Laura Conover, child, you're going to want to pull up and talk to me. Let me just go ahead and get this together real quick. Let me just say this one more time. Here we go. Hey, Laura. Hey, Laura. Laura girl. Hey, Laura. Laura Conover of Tucson, Arizona. Pima County Attorney. You want to talk to me before I begin to talk to the mainstream media. Or, hell, just because I feel like it, the chicken circuit. The chitlin circuit. My bad. I mean, it really is the chicken circuit. There's a lot of cowards I've met over here along the way. Anyway, we're going to get back into the video. And then we're going to get out of here before too long.
Here are some hidden secrets that Disney just doesn't reveal. Just wait until you find out the reason why Disney has such high-powered vacuums.
Fair use. Shout out to Jake Trent. No, my
Number
bad.
10, security.
Pablito's Way.
The happiest place on Earth is full of rides, characters, and security. Security measures are all over the park, but you can't see most of them. Obviously, certain measures are in plain sight, such as metal detectors and bag checks at park entrances, but the rest are a little less obvious. Disney parks have undercover security guards dressed as tourists walking around the park basically all the time. If security needs to talk to a park guest, only 2 people speak to them. Security
Oops, apologies.
guards do this in order to keep it as low-key as possible. And that makes sense because they don't want to embarrass the park's guests. Disney also has security screening guests at park entrances in an especially sneaky way. They have people, front and back, that are always watching. If they notice someone's doing something that seems suspicious, they'll immediately start following them to check out what's going on. Who knows? Maybe the surveillance is probably as good as how China keeps tabs on its citizens. Do us a real quick favor and hit that like button down there because it really helps us out. Number 9, role-playing. At Disney, it's actually forbidden for cast members to say they, quote, played certain characters. Why? That's because the characters are, quote, real. Cast members can, however, tell someone that they hung out with characters. So, for example, you can say, I hung out with Donald Duck a lot this week. And that's how people know what character you played. Employees definitely are not allowed to post about their jobs, but at least they don't have to give up social media altogether. This happens because if you work at Disney, the most important job is to keep the Disney fantasy alive for anyone that visits. The fantasy stays real because you don't want to start disappointing kids, and that definitely does make sense. There are always 7 or 8 people walking around the park in Mickey Mouse costumes, but when someone asks how many Mickeys are there here,